What is going on, guys? I'm back with a video, and finally, Supreme Fall Winter 2020 is here with us, and this is a fire week. Week one is always fire. They're dropping a ton of items. I'm just gonna go through most of them. I'm not gonna go through the bottom of the barrel. I will skim by it, but I'm not gonna pay much attention to them. I'm just gonna go over the resale and just demand for the higher product. So we're just gonna go all the way down to the bottom here. Um, if less of any you see any personal pieces here that you may want, go for it. You'll be able to grab the pants, this row, this row, this row. Actually, this digital camo is not bad. Those purple shorts, not too bad. This row you'll be able to cop anything. This row here, this row. And now we're starting to get into it a little bit. Here we got the colored block soccer polos. If that's something you feel like you can rock, I'll go ahead and get it for personal. No resale on that, especially since they're $100. That's real steep for a polo. And then we got the zip totes here. I don't see these doing anything on the market, especially right off. Maybe the leopard one, but once again, not a big fan of those. And for the Smurf pants, Smurf and Supreme, they're pretty opposite, so it's kind of hard to judge a resale. These are just absolutely ugly. They look like shit. I would not. These don't try to resell these, especially retail price $248. Zero resell on these, and it's just terribly done. Now these penguin beanies, I think some of them are clean. Nothing that I would wear, but it's a clean design. The camel one, and let's see, the camel one, the black one. The yellow one would probably, and the gray one would probably do best in the market, but once again, I don't even know if that would be above retail or not, so only cop these for personal pieces as well. Then we got the studded hoodie sweatshirt. I also think this piece is ugly here. There's gonna be no resale on this piece. Strictly personal. I bet you'll be able to cop those, no problem. Jeans. I'm not big at Supreme jeans or shorts or sweatpants for that matter. They just don't have it like that. And I've heard a lot of Supreme jeans, shorts, and sweatpants don't really fit that right. So I would not recommend going for these for resale or even personal. But if you do want to take that risk, go ahead and take it. So we're starting to get into the good stuff now. Here we got the zip mesh camel caps. Maybe the white and red one will do something on the market. Lunch money at best, like very lunch money. Like if you can sell this to someone without any cuts, then that's lunch money. If you can sell it to someone in person for $10 more than a retail, then you can call it a good day. But I'd go for the white and red one, and the black one, and maybe the pink one. But definitely prioritize the white and the red. This would be like a second round. Once you already carded something, maybe checked out, go back, see if these hats are there. And the same with these ones. I would say the gray one, the white one, and this kind of yellow golden one. That one's pretty fire. I do like this one here. I think these three are going to have the most resale to them. And of course, black is always a safe option. Once again, lunch money at best with these. And I think these are severely underrated. It's about 50-50 with likes and dislikes of the community. But this Supreme logo is fire. Best ones to resell, the white, the black, this kind of dirty camo one. And even those blue and gold is definitely a very clean one. I think all these should have resale on them. My least favorite is probably the green and the red. It's kind of hard to rock green, so if you're going to go for a resale, I would stick away from the green hat. But I think these will go up in value over the season. If you want to cop a hat and hold it, I think they will go up, $10-20, not a bad. Once again, lunch money with those, according to the community. I think they're severely underrated. I really like those hats. But maybe not so much the flat brim. It's kind of out of style now. More like the dad caps are in, but it is what it is. Those are still nice hats. We got the portrait hoodie. Once again, maybe the pink one and the white one and the black one will do something in the market. But once again, I would stay away in terms of resale. I don't think there'll be a lot of resale on those hoodies. And it's not quite hoodie season yet. Like, we're getting there, but it's not quite there. I'd give it another month before we really start getting the heavy resale on the hoodies. Not in that much demand right now. Maybe with all the hoodies, if you buy it, you hold on to it for a little while, then the value will go up because the demand of hoodies will be in. I don't even know what's going on here. I don't think it's going to have a resell on it. Just moving on. Especially 138, there's definitely no resell. The multicolored ones just aren't it. I don't really like them. The only one that I really like is the purple one here, and maybe the black one. In terms of resale, I don't see any demand for these. I would stick away from these for resale, and I don't see them going up or down in value after they are released. So I'll stick away from those. And it depends who you ask. With these Smurf pants, not really something that I would wear or try to cop for resale, because once again, Supreme pants are shit. But they're kind of clean, I guess. It's a good design. Um, for resale, I would stick away from them for resale, mainly because once again, like Supreme and Smurf is kind of a weird collab. I just don't see how that happened. But there are some clean pieces, so this one I would stick away from resale as well. And I'm sorry I'm going too fast through this. There's a lot of items to get through, and these aren't even the best items. I just want to make sure you guys know what's really dropping, and I don't want you guys to hesitate when you're on the website. I want you to make sure you get to where you want to go, get the items that are going to have resale, and also make sure you guys can check out the items you can get for personal. Once again, this Gore-Tex jacket for $400, that's a no for me. This is absolutely ugly. Yeah, there's going to be no resale on this. I'm not even going to give my preference on that. Now, this multi-logo Supreme tee, I can see this doing something on the market because of how loud the Supreme branding is. And it's not the worst tee. It's not the best tee either. They could have spent a little more time on it. But for $44, it'd be $54 with shipping. You might be able to sell it for $70 ish, 70 to 80. Recommend selling it in person. Have a lined up buyer. But definitely not a bad item to look for if you guys strike out and everything else. I'm sure this tee would be there for a little bit longer than some of the more items up above on this list. Now, for the slim bags, I don't. I don't really see these doing too much in the resale market because we've had a lot of bags like this, especially like the fanny pack bags, like those are coming in. I feel like that wave is already starting to go down. That's just my preference. I would not go for these for resale, mainly because bags have been restocking like all year this past season. So if they do anything like it, the value is only going to go down on these bags. I would not recommend going. If you are going to go for one for resale, again, maybe leopard or black pair, but other than that, I would stick away. And so now we got the duffel bags. Duffel bags will have a little bit more aftermarket value than his other bags. They're more convenient to have. If anything, the black one or the leopard one, once again, maybe make $20, $30 on them at best. I would recommend having a lined up buyer before you buy one of those for resale. So now we got the big R crew neck, and these shit's ugly. I don't really like these that much. But they have some good upvote, but the demand isn't really there for them. Once again, I'll stick away from these from resale, mainly because there's a lot of other items that can have a lot better resale. I'll just stick away from these completely. Pitch for a price of $148. That's a pass for me. Now these tees here, just basic tees. I would cop these for personal. A little bit of Supreme branding on there on the lower right hand. Yeah, these are gonna be good for resale as well. You get 3 t-shirts a pack for $28. That's really good. You could definitely flip those for like $50-$60 a pack maybe. That's what I would think. Yeah, definitely go for those for resale. I think they will do well. It's a simplistic look, but it also has Supreme branding. So if you want to be more low key with Supreme, that's where you're gonna find those buyers. People trying to be a little bit more low key. Now for the lovers tee, now we're starting to get items that's gonna resell. This item is definitely going to resell. I can see this reaching $60-$70. Once again, if you buy it, shipping $48, be $50. You can sell it for $70. A little bit of money to be made there. Not too bad. Once again, I love the S logo New Era look. I was very successful in copying these. I think it was last fall, winter. But once again, with the flat brim hats, they're not really in, but the logo's fire, so I would recommend going for these for resale. Kind of a low-key cop. This black one here with the white S is super fire. Once again, the black one, the black S is there too. And then this blue one is also fire with the red S. Those are the 3 I would prioritize when chopping these for resale. Now on the socks, I don't really see these having much resale on them. They are definitely a favorite. If you can cart these with something else, Retail's only 20 bucks. Let's see. That's really about it. Maybe flip for $30-$40. I would not recommend prioritizing these for resale. Okay, moving on. So for the Supreme trucks and the wheels, for resale, there's not going to be much resale there. I'll just stay away from these unless you cop them for personal. But so for wheels, my favorite's probably the white ones, and then the trucks are just the Supreme trucks. Again, no point in doing them for resale. So now we got the Jet T. Now this one I like. Wouldn't be something I'd get for personal, but for resale, I can see it's reaching $70, $80, and for paying $50 for them, that's definitely a good flip. If you can get that, and maybe with a pair of socks or like a pack of these tees, you're doing good there. So moving on to the jacket. Once again, the jacket with the pants, it's kind of weird. I have no estimate on this. This could go $100 above retail. It could go $100 below. I have no idea. That's for someone else to decide. I just don't know what to say about this Smurf jacket. For retail price of $268, that's pretty steep. So resale, I doubt it'll be over $100. There could be some money to be made there, but I would definitely not risk it on this because of the retail price. Now we got the small box tees. Once again, for the buyers out there want to have a little low-key flex with Supreme, they're definitely a good buy. Definitely the purple one, the black one, the white one, and the gray one. And maybe this brown one would do some work here because it's kind of like a new color. I don't even know about this flower one here. I don't think that's going to do much. These, once again, I can see them being $70, $80. Maybe reaching the 90 range. That depends on the color and the size, of course. And for all the sizes, small, then extra large, large, medium. So that's kind of how you want to shop for tees. Small being the best, extra large, large, and then medium is your last option when it comes to resale. Now we got more waist bags here. Supreme has dropped a lot of waist bags recently, so I don't think these are going to do crazy on the market. If anything, black and the leopard one. I would prioritize other items than this waist bag. Now the plaid Supreme top. This is pretty interesting. I do like some of the ones here. This black one is fire back here. And then the white one as well. White and red, can never go wrong with that, especially when it comes to Supreme. And the purple one is pretty fire too. Those are the three I would prioritize. There's definitely money to be made with these tees. But once again, lunch money at best. Moving on. So now we get to Supreme New York tee. This one's pretty fire. If you're in New York, it'd probably have a little more value than anywhere else. If you cop it in store in New York, I would recommend flipping it that same day. This is definitely some money to be made here. Be $38 for the tee, 38 or 10 for the shipping. My bad. So be paying $50 for the tee. Once again, $70, $80 around that range for this tee. Yeah, moving on to the next item. So in terms of retail for the Jet skateboard, I don't see any resale on these, mainly because there's two other boards above that are releasing on the same day that are a lot cleaner than these. This is strictly going to be a personal piece for anybody trying to resell. And then here we got the Gore-Tex S Logo 6-panel. Now these are fire hats. I would definitely recommend going for these in resale. You got the purple one here, the beige and the black. I really like the beige one. I might even try to cop that for personal because I'm shit when it comes to copping good items from Supreme, are the most demanded one. So I might just low-key and just cop a couple personal items for myself. So it's such a big drop. But yeah, these would definitely have some resale on them. Once again, lunch money, and I can see these also rising value just a little bit over time. But for $54, that's pretty steep. It would be $64 off the shipping. So tread lightly when it comes to resale. And here we got the washed camp caps. Once again, there's money to be made here. Not a whole lot. I'll go for the black pair, the white and the red Supreme box logo. Always a classic. And then we got the pink one. And maybe one of these plaid ones would do something. But once again, tread lightly with these. Definitely black or the white one if you're looking to make a little bit of resale on them. There's no retail price for these, unfortunately. But I can imagine they'll be cheaper than the Gore-Tex ones. Maybe like $34 or $44. We'll have to wait and see on that. We got the Supreme Key Band retractable keychain. This isn't going to do much on the market, I don't believe. For retail price of $28, maybe be able to flip it for like $40, $50, maybe. I would not recommend selling on StockX. If you have a buyer lined up for these, definitely go for it. if you do get the item, I would recommend trying to sell it in your local area or somewhere else, because after cuts you won't make any money on those. And for the balloon skateboard, this is actually a pretty fire piece. I like the other skateboards that they're releasing, or the skate decks, but this one is definitely cool as well. Resell, I don't think there's gonna be any resell on these. Like the demand is there, but I don't think it's so high people want to pay over 50, 60 bucks for them. Maybe you can sell them for like 70, but other than that, it's just lunch money at best. And then for the Supreme boxers, not really much to see here. Not much resell involved here. Maybe make 5-10 bucks on a pack. Moving on from here, we got the balloon tee. Now we're starting to get to some of the good stuff. So I can see this balloon tee reaching like $80-$90 after release day. If you're paying $48 for them, that's a very, very solid flip. Yes, moving on to the watch plate. When I first saw this on the Droplist, I legit thought it was like a watch, and I was getting super psyched for that. I knew it'd be hella expensive, but finding out it was a dinner plate, it kind of threw me off a little bit, not gonna lie. But I don't think there's gonna be any resale on this. Maybe over time, as people start like using the plate, it's gonna get worn down, and maybe someone would want to buy a new one. So if you do buy this item, I'd recommend holding it for a year. But then like the value's not gonna really go up too much. But definitely a super dope piece. I would not mind having this in my apartment or my house. But yeah, moving on. We got the Supreme headlamps. I don't think these items will do much on the resale market for retail price of 78 bucks, 88 with shipping. You can maybe get 100 bucks for them, but I feel like people would rather just buy a normal headlight than have some kind of Supreme branding headlight. But definitely a cool piece nonetheless. And here we have these beanies for retail price at $34, a little bit cheaper than some other beanies. I can see this having to resell because the retail is really low, and they're also a pretty good hold because it's not really beanie season yet. People aren't really needing to wear hats. I would definitely recommend buying a couple of these if you can and holding them even after they release. I don't think they'll be too high in demand after week 1, but maybe week 5, week 6, as it get colder in the year, the demand for these will be a little higher. So if you do buy one, I recommend holding it for a month or two, and I bet the value is going to go up $20, $30. But I would get this white pair, the black or the white one, the black one, or even the purple one. I prioritize those 3 when it comes for resale value. Now the backpack, it is starting to become school season, so these would be in demand. I bet there's going to be some resale on these as well. You got the black one, the leopard one, and then the red one and the green one. That's the orders. I would prioritize those as well. Definitely some good resale to be made there. And this projector is pretty dope, but there's going to be no resale on it. Do not waste your money. It's $630, I believe. People aren't really looking for a projector and really not looking for a Supreme branded projector. People aren't going to pay an extra $100 for a Supreme branding on a projector, so I would not even go for those for resale. And they probably don't make too many of them either, so they're just gonna sell out and then never be touched again. Next we got the Icy Arc hooded sweatshirt. Once again, these are a great buy right off the start, mainly because it's not quite hoodie season, so I think you can get some because the demand isn't quite there yet. You can get it and then hold it for a month or two. When it really becomes hoodie season, then the price will go up. This kind of salmon one is really cool. I've not really seen that color too often when it comes to Supreme. That I would definitely want to look out for. The black one, of course. This gray one, of course. The yellow one might do something on the market. But this is a super dope hoodie. It's going to make resale, or you can make money reselling it on day 1, and it's going to make even more money down the road. You might even be able to buy some now from people for a resale price to hold on to it, and it will increase so much that you can then resell it again and make good profit on that as well if you don't luck out with getting one on drop day. Now, the main bandage stickers, I don't really know what's going on here. For retail price of $12, I don't think there's gonna be any resale on them. Maybe you can cart it with something else. Maybe you can get 8 in a cart and get 800 get 800 stickers if you want. that's completely up to you. I'm not going to go for these for resale. Next, we have the Futura logo tee. Now, this is my favorite tee out of all the tees dropping in week 1. And I think this is going to have very, very good resale, like I said about the hats earlier. But only this is the tee is going to have a lot more resale value. Now, the retail is going to be $38. With shipping, it's $48. I can see this t-shirt reaching $100. I don't know the other colors of it, but I'm sure there was some very clean colors releasing with it. A black pair is always safe. White one is always safe. A purple one is pretty safe as well. Maybe they got a pink one in there as well. Yeah, super clean tee. I'll definitely recommend going for this. And this might be a good item to go for the manual users because it's not the top tier t-shirt of the week, but it's definitely one to be up there, and it's definitely a clean looking personal piece as well. Moving on. We got the camo logo skate decks, and as a skater, I really, really like these pieces. I like the pink camo, the gray camo, and the blue camo, and then obviously you got the original camo there. I don't know how well these would be doing on resale. If you can get the whole collection, if you can sell the whole collection to someone, that would be super clutch. That is pretty much unlikely, but as a retail of $50, it would be $60 with shipping. You could definitely see money to be made with these decks, but I would not go all in on this and try to go in on other products as well. But still a super clean skate deck. All 4 of them are definitely resellable. So yeah, moving on to the next item. Here we got the Hydro Pack Stash bottle. This is going to have a little bit of resell on it. It's a nice little accessory piece. You probably sell it for $60, $70. It's a nice little quick flip. I don't think it's going to appreciate over time. I think it's just kind of get released, be hyped up this week, and then kind of filter out later. As soon as you get it, I would recommend shipping it off via StockX, eBay, or if you have a buyer lined up, that's always best case scenario. Yeah, so this item is definitely going to be resellable for sure. And I'm not a big fan of this t-shirt. It is an image tee, and Supreme wearers do like image tees. Once again, this is going to have a lot of resale as well. I would see this being between $90 to $100 for really any size. Obviously, small, extra large is the ones you want to prioritize, but any size should make money on that tee. Now, moving on to the Supreme basketball. Now, this basketball is supposed to be released last season, spring, summer 2020, but unfortunately, it was not released, so now it's being week 1 of fall, winter. This item has a lot of hype back then, and it has even more hype now because a lot of people have been wanting to get this item for quite some time now, ever since the lookbook was released earlier this year, my bad. Definitely a good piece to go for resale. At a price of $108, it is a pretty steep price, but it is what it is. It's still going to have resale. I can see people making $40, $50 on a basketball, which is pretty crazy, but Supreme and Spalding, especially with basketball just opening up now, playoffs are starting. There's not a better time to flip this item. Definitely go ahead and get it, and definitely go ahead and resell it if that's your thing. If you want a personal piece, it's expensive personal basketball, but go for it if that's you. Now, my favorite, well, not my favorite tee, but we all know the verified tee. We all know these captures. We all know how frustrating they are to deal with when it comes to getting stuff with Supreme. And here it is on a t-shirt. I can't imagine what it's going to be like trying to buy this sneaker with these captures when it actually releases. But this is definitely going to be the most resellable item of the week. I can see this tee reaching $120, $140, and that's pretty much a $90 to $100 profit on this tee. You can get a couple of them, that would be great. Yeah, a super, super clean tee, and it's definitely interesting. I've never seen a t-shirt like this before. It's super creative. That's the reason why it's really up there on the like, and it's the reason why it's going to sell out very quickly, and it's going to have a lot of resale value. Now, here we got the playing cards. Now, these only retail for $18, I believe. With shipping, it's going to be like $28, but there's still money to be made. I can see people selling for $50, $60 a deck, which is insane. But also, like, the kind of the clear square in the middle of it is a super unique design. I haven't really seen that before. It would be fun, to party with the boys and have this as the playing cards for the games you're playing. Always a good time. So I could definitely see these being resellable. It's a big flex, pull up to a party with these and start dealing them out. So yeah, these will also have resale on them as well. And you might even be able to double cart these. I'm not really sure if you're limited to one of them, but it's such a small item. For them to charge $10 shipping is just absolutely ridiculous. So I'd hope you guys would get another item with the playing cards. And as you guys can tell at the top, there's going to be free rubber gloves, random with all online orders. So that's be a good bonus. So some Supreme rubber gloves. I don't know how how common it'll be to be put in an order. If it's rare that they'll be put in an order, that might have some resell on it. If a lot of people get them, I wouldn't even worry about trying to resell them, because if everybody gets them with the order, it would be like the box logo sticker. It's really not worth that much because everybody gets it with an order. So hopefully that it can be resellable as well, but who knows with those. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And I know it's a lot to go over. I know it's a long ass video. My videos don't normally go this long, but there's so much to go over. And I will, if you guys want to see like a recap tomorrow about how everything did, just let me know in the comment section below. And good luck with you guys tomorrow. And tell me what you pick up.